Okay, hi, and welcome back. Today we're talking about Nolan Wells. And here, this is a picture. He's with his father and his mother. His father's name is Elmore Wansley, and his mom is Christine Wansley. And this is the image that they have set up on their GoFundMe. And I'm sure a lot of people have heard about the case of Nolan, but just in case you haven't, I'm going to read what it says here. I think this is MSN. So the family of Nolan Wells, who was found dead Monday after going missing during a boat trip on July 4th, has retained a trial lawyer and civil rights advocate, Ben Crump. Wells, 18, he was last seen on Horn Island, 10 miles off the coast of Mississippi on Saturday, authorities said. Now, Nolan Wells, he was a beloved son, teammate, and a friend who went out to celebrate the 4th of July, but he never came home, Crump said in a statement emailed to Newsweek. His family deserve answers. They deserve the truth, Crump said, adding, "We will not rest until every fact about what happened to Nolan on Horn Island is brought into light, and we call on investigators to pursue this case with the urgency and transparency this family deserves." Crump represented the family Ahmaud Arbery, an unarmed black man who was killed by 3 white men while jogging in Georgia in 2020, along with several other high-profile racially motivated cases. All right, so the body discovered in church. Is this the same article or is this different? Okay, this is the same one. Okay, body discovered in church. The United Cajun Navy, a volunteer-driven emergency response organization, told the Newsweek on Tuesday that Wells' body has been recovered. This outcome is heartbreaking, and our parents are with Nolan's family, friends, and the entire Mississippi Gulf Coast community as they grieve this tremendous loss. Brian T. Trascher, Vice President and Public Information Officer for the United Cajun Navy, said. Crump told Newsweek that an autopsy is being scheduled for Tuesday. As in any death investigation, an autopsy will be performed to determine the cause and manner of death, the result of which could take weeks. Christine Mosley, Wells' mother, wrote on Facebook, his father, Elmore Wansley, our family, friends, and I are absolutely devastated. My heart is broken for our sweet son, who was always willing to cheer and uplift others. Okay, the family has asked for privacy as they grieve. Wells graduated from Ocean Springs High School and went on to play football at Southwest Mississippi Community College. A GoFundMe has been set up by a friend of the family to help with funeral and memorial expenses. The description reads, Nolan Xavier Wells was a well-beloved son, grandson, brother, friend, and teammate whose life touched so many people. Okay, so how much more reading? Okay, so it goes on to goes more. I saw TMZ. Would say, hold on. A video surfaces in investigation. A social media video obtained by TMZ shows dozens of people in boats around Horn Island on the day that Wells was reported missing. In the video, which the outlet has slowed down. Okay, a group can be seen gathering on the island, although authorities have not confirmed any disagreement ahead of the disappearance. Jackson County Sheriff John Ledbetter told TMZ that investigators were aware of the video and looking into it as part of the investigation. Yeah, so I believe the video that they are referring to. You can hear people, well, it is said that it is that group with Nolan and his friends. They had an argument before he ended up disappearing. Now, there's a couple of things in this case that is quite puzzling. And the first one that stands out is that he left his phone. He left his phone. Now, in this day and age, teenagers, adults, even children, anyone that have access and own a cell phone, do not leave their cell phone anywhere. And the second thing that stands out to me is that his friends left and came back home without him. And from what I heard, one reporting is that they did not report that Nolan was missing until after they landed back home. So they just totally left without him. So that's right there strange. So now I'm going to come over here to a video, and there's a whole bunch of them on YouTube, but I picked this video, and it's the black folks are warning each other after Nolan Xavier was dumped in the ocean by his white friends. He was dumped in the ocean? And then I saw another video, but I don't know if it's related to this, is that they wanted him to swim back to shore, and Nolan stated in a video that he didn't know how to swim, and they was goading him on like, you can do it, oh come on, you got a life jacket on and all this. And then in that video you can hear someone making monkey sounds in the background, and there was a couple that was going by and they saw what was going on, and so they let Nolan, they assumed to be, let me just go ahead. Okay, in the video it's saying that it was Nolan, but I'm not sure because in the video he gave a different name. He didn't say my name is Nolan Wells. He gave a totally different name. So, but anyway, they let the person paddle on the back of the boat with them, and I'm not sure if that is Nolan, because why would he give a different name? And then he said his friends called him something. So I'm not sure if that video is in relationship to this. Okay, and then I heard another story that said that they believe that Nolan said that he wanted to remain on the island because he met a young lady or something, and so they can just go ahead. Him and the girl gonna go off in the woods, and he's still without a phone, and he's saying, "Go ahead, leave me out here." All right, so I don't believe that as well. So, but anyway. Here's a video, and shout out to Esther, not to Kenda. And I haven't watched this video. This video is 19. So it all depends on what's in it and how it goes and how I feel about it. We're going to watch as much of it as I dare before I may switch off to another video. But anyway, let's see what she have to say.
Friends apparently don't remember anything, but they made it back to land though.
Shit, they killed that boy.
An 18-year-old Black rising football star went to spend 4th of July boating with his friends. He went missing, and now a body has been discovered near the site of where he went missing. 18-year-old Nolan Xavier Wells, a wide receiver for Southwest Mississippi Community College, was last seen Saturday around 3 p.m. on Horn Island, which is a popular barrier island off the Mississippi coast near Ocean Springs. Now, he traveled there by boat with his friends and was reportedly hanging out with a girl right before he disappeared. He was also wearing shorts and sunglasses, and he was last spotted on the western tip of the island's north side, and his phone was later found separated from him and is now back with his family. Now, a massive search has been launched, and it involves the Jackson County Sheriff's Department, the U.S. Coast Guard, the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources, and the United Cajun Navy. Authorities urge anyone who was on the island or in the area that day to come forward, and the town's mayor pleaded for even the smallest of details that could make a difference. Now, Xavier Wells' mother also took to social media asking boaters and jet ski tears to keep an eye out for her son, and she's praying for a safe return. Now, on Monday morning,
Well, we know he's been found. His body has been found.
morning around 8:45 a.m., a park ranger discovered a body on the northwest end of Horn Island. Jackson County Sheriff basically confirmed that a body was found, but has not said whether that body is Xavier or not.
I want to know how you and your friends are in a body of water and you leave one of your friends. You end up with their keys and their phone and you return it to the mama. But
y'all, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt, but what's going on? Why would you show yourself knowing a lot of people is going to see you? Why would you show your... Okay. I don't know. If you're going to go on the internet and make yourself look at least presentable, don't go on there with your bonnets and your bathrobe and all this stuff. It's just... It's not appealing, but to each his own.
But the friend is nowhere to be found, and then 2 days later they find a body? And then it's discovered to be your friends? And nobody knows anything? How did you end up with the keys? Quickly, please. Are we believing this story? Because I don't understand.
Oh, yeah, right. And I also heard that the friends claim that they do not know what happened.
Look, and I'm saying this with me being very honest. If I am the only black person there, I don't want to be there.
Nolan's friends apparently don't remember anything, but they made it back to land though. We all know what really happened. We know why Nolan is nowhere to be found. If you're a black parent and your kids are in these schools surrounded by a majority of white people, proximity matters, and they're going to tend to be friends and date white people. You have to have your kids not be tone deaf and have discernment in certain situations. This will save their lives, literally.
He gone. They all went to an island to hang out with some girls on the 4th of July. His name is Nolan. He went to hang out with the homies. They come back home without him. Hold on. The only access they have to the island is by boat. So you got to the island by boat and you left without your friend that you came with? Talking about, I don't know where he at. Last time we saw him, he walked off with a girl. What a girl? So the girl came back, y'all came back, Nolan ain't come back. Y'all gotta be better liars than this. All y'all going to jail. Y'all going to jail forever. Alcohol, jealousy. Look at this boy, he taller than all of them. Student athlete, all that, and was walking away with a girl on the island. Yeah, they killed the fuck out that boy and came back with the weakest story. I don't know. They gave his mom his phone. Come on, dog. All I know is, y'all, somebody better snitch first. Somebody better snitch first. Tommy did it. No, it was Zach. No, it was Kyle. Yeah, no, somebody better snitch first.
A body
Okay.
has been found at Horn Island. This is the update I did not want to give, but we kind of already felt like it was coming. Although they have not identified it as Nolan Xavier Wells, who else can it be?
Some more information that I found out that Nolan walked off with a girl. Where is this girl? What is her name? What has she said? Second, it's kind of funny how Nolan left his phone. No teenager leaves their phone. No teenager, because they like to document everything. So how was his phone left? Second, this woman said that a girl put a message talking about these boys in this picture are no good. They needed to be investigated. She goes to school with them, or she went to school with them. Another girl that was at Horn Island said these boys were partying in the pool at 7 o'clock. Nolan went missing at 3. You mean to tell me you didn't know there was a black speck missing out the group? Nobody was searching for him at 7 o'clock. Yeah, shit's not adding up. No, my mom always had a rule. If ain't no black folks going, you ain't going either. Because we can never trust them to look out for us. I'm not blaming anybody for this shit, but things are not looking right. Once again, my prayers go out to the family and the friends of Nolan Xavier Wells.
And you know what?
Yeah, amen. So, well, she come up here. I was about to click off because I didn't know if she was going to sit in that corner, in that circle, and not say anything. I have a problem watching videos like that. But I am going to click off. I'm going to go watch something else and see something else. That's not very long. I did see something. Oh, but shout out to what was her name? Esther Nakunda. And if I remember, I will put her link to the video in the description. But I have a hard time watching videos like that where they just stay up in a corner in a circle and don't say nothing. I mean, they're supposed to be reaction videos. But well, she did come on and she was getting ready to say something, but by then my attention has shifted. So let me watch another video. And I think I saw this Nolan Wells' white friends are lying, and this was 4 hours ago. And this is Taylor House Publishing. I like him. Now I'm going to watch. How long is the video? Because I ain't watching no long video. How long is it? 13 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to switch over here to Taylor House Publishing and see what he got to say. Because I like Taylor House. Okay, so the title is There Was a Fight with His White Friends Before Nolan was found.
Let me get this straight. You mean to tell me that Nolan Wells is surrounded by so many so-called friends and so many pictures, and after being found deceased, nobody has posted rest in peace? Instead, they all went private. Even the judge, stepmother of Warren Hudson, deactivated her social media. That's not friendly-like behavior. These folks preparing for something big. Ooh, y'all some fraudulent friends. Y'all quick to want to dance with them until it's time to dance with them. Can you use a My Deepest Condolences post in the court of law? Judge Ashley Cole disappeared off social media like Nolan's friends' accountability. Wyatt Pyron was one of the last so-called friends of Nolan to go private on his profile. I guess he got the news late. It's crazy how everyone else came back safe, and even Nolan Wells' cell phone made it back safely. Nolan Wells is the one that passed away, but y'all are real ghosts. I pray that that young man receives swift justice and that they don't get away with it was an accidental death excuse like they always do. I'm out.
As the scripture says, all things hidden will be revealed, and those things done in secret will be exposed on the mountaintop. Peace and blessings, all praises due to the Most High. And information about the death of our young brother Nolan Wells down there on Horns Island, Mississippi, is coming forth. People are doing a lot of digging about these so-called friends whom he was with. If you've been hiding under a rock, the young 18-year-old Mississippi college football player, went on a trip on July the 4th with some white friends, and he didn't come back. There was reports that he, and his friends were out hanging out on the island. He got with this white girl, and they went to the tip of the island, and then, she separated from him, and then, the other guys.
Right, and then like I think in the last video, one person said that where's this female at? Why haven't anyone heard from her yet? If she even exists.
Went back. They thought he had got a ride back with somebody else. They had his cell phone, and then his cell phone was returned to his mother. A lot of vagicity. That's not a word, I just made it up, but a lot of vagicity is coming out or has been reported with that story. But people are now coming out saying that there was an altercation with Nolan and some of his white friends. But the guy made a great point as well. If these are your friends and you got several pictures, we all saw that there's a lot of pictures of him with these guys, Wyatt and Warren and Eli, where he is the only black friend there. So evidently he thought they were close, or even they thought he was close. So why are there no condolences posts? Why are there no explanations from the friend? As he mentioned, one of the kids' stepmother is a judge reportedly, and she has deactivated her page. Everybody is gone silent. Everybody from this situation has lawyered up. And that means, when you lawyer up, that's a lot of times you have something to hide. But just listen to this other girl once again who says that was confirmed that the boys on the boat even told people that they were fighting with their friend earlier. Just listen to this.
Okay.
The kid Nolan that's missing here from Biloxi, Ocean Springs, Mississippi, it's a lot more sinister than you guys think. Allegedly. I'm saying that because what I'm seeing online is pretty crazy. Okay, let's start off with 17-year-old Nolan Wells is missing from Horn Island, Mississippi, right off the coast of Biloxi. There's photos and a little video that was posted Horn Island group chat on Facebook. A girl named Vi Alice Ross posted that the white boys needed to be investigated because she went to school with them and it wasn't all that you guys think it is.
Okay, hold on. Let's read this. It says, those white boys in a picture should be questioned for sure. If this is new, it is new just from the knowing their background, going to school with them. I hope these are not the boys that was on the boat.
Another girl, Caitlin, states that she was parked next to them until about 7:30 with no sign of Nolan to be found. But yet the report was he went missing earlier in the day, so why would they continue partying? It just doesn't make sense to me. And then this other commenter, Maggie, posted that there's too many white people to not notice that their one black friend is missing. Matthew Lamp posted that there was almost a fight that he had seen within that group of people on the Book of Faces.
Let's go back. One of the passengers is pretty certain that he was a part of the group that was almost fighting around 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
The Bertram with the blue top that I posted left shortly after and pretty fast. Looks like Nolan in the picture. Let's continue.
The fight that he had seen within that group of people on the Book of Faces. If you know where Nolan Wells is, or if you know what happened to him or anything, if you have a boat and can maybe go down to Horn Island between Horn and Ship Island and see what's going on, maybe help search. I can't imagine what this mother is going through. Somebody knows what happened to her baby boy. I pray that they get justice.
So people are saying that they saw the kids from the boat that Nolan was on getting in a fight. Now I'm going to show you this video as well that you can clearly hear and see that somebody is engaged in an altercation. Also, great point as well. Too many white people to not know that your only black friend is missing. And why did they speed off and leave if they did nothing wrong? They said they sped off pretty fast. That lets you know right there, okay, they knew they had done something that was nefarious. But let's listen to this audio of a clear altercation going on. And you can tell because everybody is looking at that direction when the camera pans.
So where's the audio?
And there you see him right there.
Yeah.
That is Nolan with the blue shorts on.
Yeah, but in the audio that I heard the F word. Someone, you can definitely tell someone was arguing, even though you couldn't really fully make it out what they were saying. But I believe I did hear the F word.
Listen to the audio of the video, and everyone on their boats are looking towards the bank, and that's what you see. But these are his friends.
Where's the audio?
Did they mention that there was a big fight? This is so sad. One of the boat drivers did mention he and his friends was fighting amongst themselves. Anna Seymour claims she saw Nolan arguing with his friends at 4:01 p.m. and her proof is her Snapchat timestamp. So many people are saying that there was an argument. So if there was an argument and y'all pieced it up and y'all, why not come out and say it? But as the first video we watched said, these guys are hiding something that's very sinister. There's no way in the world that me and my 4 friends are going to go out to this beach and then we're going to leave one of them. My mama always taught us, if you leave together, then you come back together.
Right.
You watch out for each other.
Yep.
And so this is very unlike friends to leave their friend on this island. Very popular island, mind you. It's a very popular island on regular weekends, but as you see on July 4th, it was very crowded. Let's continue to look at some more of this evidence. And there you see, once again, there is a close-up photo of, you know, the boys in the water, as they say. And one of those boys allegedly is Nolan and may have been right here involved in a heated altercation as well. And let's listen to this video once again. And so during that video, you can clearly hear that there is a very intense argument.
Yeah, but you couldn't clearly hear what, you know, make out what they was actually saying, what was actually being said. At least I couldn't.
Between two people. Now, lastly is the mysterious Katie, whom people are talking about. So allegedly, this is Katie McCormack. She is cooperating as male friends have lawyered up after the judge stepmom, Ashley Cole, deactivated.
So is this the young lady he was with?
Over Nolan case. And that is the alleged snow bunny, let's call it what it is, that he was talking to. And so is this a case where the age old?
It could have been one of his friends or all of his friends was jealous that he was talking to her, and maybe one of them probably wanted to talk to her and she didn't give him the time of day.
Addict comes into play. A young black man talking to a white girl in Mississippi. Maybe Katie was one of the girls that, you know, Warren or Eli or Jax or whatever those guys' names is wanted. And they got mad at him for dipping off with her, you know, to the tip of the island in a secluded area. Did he, you know what I mean, go down there and knock some Caucasian boots? And then the guys got mad when they found out about it, left them there. Like, there's no way with all of those people on that island that nobody knows what happened.
No,
and that's what
happened.
You know, people are saying. The island is super crowded for him to just end up dead like that. And then his phone miraculously is, you know, with his friends. You know, if there's an iPhone.
I was saying, like, since they did have access to his phone, or the phone was in their possession, did they have access to get into the content of his phone? And if so, did they delete any videos or something like that? Like, did Nolan record them arguing? Did he record the altercation that he had between them, or did he send some text messages home to his family? You know, they could have deleted some things also if they had access to actually get into his phone.
Find my location. Did they turn his location off? There are several things to be considered, but the main thing is, why aren't the friends saying anything? Why are they somewhere hiding in all of this speculation? But apparently there was a fight. All of these things are alleged. This is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. But we are really trying to find out what happened to Nolan. But we wouldn't have to find out if his friends and those who were present on the island would be forthcoming instead of hiding. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. Y'all see the number 919.
Okay, so yeah, that's it right there. That's all in a nutshell. And so I guess the other videos is basically saying the same thing what I put into my video. And so shout out to what is this? Taylor House Publishing, and I will put his link in my description as well as that the first video from the one that was sitting in a circle. I would definitely do that. And so let's keep Nolan parents in our prayers, and they do have an attorney now. Ben Crump is representing them, and I do pray that whatever happened to him, whatever they did to him, come to light and they be held accountable, each and every one of them, because I'm thinking, now, this is all alleged. This is my personal opinion here, is that perhaps one of them or all of them got into a physical altercation and they accidentally unalived Nolan. And now they, well, I can't say that because there was partying allegedly, according to the timeline. But the timeline, I hear one timeline said 3, 4, and then 5. So I'm just going to say between the hours of 3 and 5 is when it happened. And then at 7 o'clock, they were partying. So I don't know if this could have been accidental, but if they're partying afterwards, it was no accident. And, so I'm assuming maybe they was under the influence or something. Allegedly, I don't know. I'm just speculating here. But anyway, that's it. And so when the updates come, I would definitely provide an update to you. So make sure y'all subscribe, and I would definitely see you in my next video. Okay, y'all. Be blessed.